What is up guys, TechRax here. So in this video I'm bringing you guys the iPhone 7. One thing you guys need to know is this is a water resistant iPhone, which means will it stand the boiling test? Because that's always how it is guys. One scale up is how I do my test guys. So this is the 7 right here. It's the matte black standard 32 gig, and I want to show you guys. It does look beautiful. I know I personally enjoy the jet black more. I find it more appealing. But anyways guys, so let's go ahead and test it underwater. And I'm going to just play some video right here. And we're going to make sure to test the audio. Just for information purposes guys, the iPhone 6s lasted about 7 seconds or so until I think it went into temperature warning mode. So let's go ahead and do this. And play the song. And drop it in 3, 2, 1. I could still hear the volume. And almost instantly, check that out. Okay, no more audio, so we are going to pull it out. It's been a good maybe 1 minute or so. Just to show you guys how it looks like as far as right now. There's no smoke or anything. Nothing major is happening to the phone. The audio did stop, but the phone screen is off. So I will attempt to get this thing open. Good news guys, plugged it in. It's working back to normal. Functionality is all there. So we're good to go guys. Let's go ahead and put it back in there. I'm going to keep playing that video I was playing. So I'm going to fast forward to it. Burned myself. Okay, video canceled, but anyways guys, so check it out. We're gonna see how quick. Again, this time we're gonna leave it for a solid 5-6 minutes, just like last year. And although it's gonna be fading away like that, it hasn't given me a temperature warning yet, so we're gonna give it a solid 5 minutes in there and see where we go from there. Cooled it down for a solid 10 minutes guys, and check this out. So I press the home button and bam, temperature. iPhone needs to cool down before you use it. Found a couple of interesting things here. So I see a shade, I don't know if it's hard to see, but there's a little bit of a shade of like yellow feels going across the screen. Oh, check it out, check it out. Bam, we're back to normal, we're back to business. Anyways, that shade, I guess it's not there anymore, but I felt like I could see that. So T-Mobile, everything works guys. This thing has been in the water for a solid 7 minutes. I'm going to give mad props to Apple, because any phone, in not just regular water, but the fact that it was in boiling water, and it's surviving, everything is good. It's not even that hot. So 10 minutes has went by. Everything looks good. I mean, applications open. Camera isn't even foggy or anything. Everything is fully working order. And that's a huge, really a huge plus from last year. So that wraps it up, guys. I don't know if this thing will ever break now. So stay tuned for more videos. As always, guys, all that destruction will keep coming, though. I will eventually break it, and peace out.
R.I.P. Well, we dropped it. We don't know where it landed. We got a thumbs up. I think they saw it drop. Let's see what condition that phone is in right now. It went in the next field. It went in the next field. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. They found the phone! They found it! Where do I go? Through here. We've got the phone. Come here. I love you. No way. No way. Baby. Oh shit. It's still recording. Guys, it's... Oi, it's alive. We just dropped an iPhone out of a helicopter, and I can still call my mum. I cannot believe I've still got the video on here, so you've seen that. It still works, everything works. I'm just gonna go get the screen fixed, and I've got a phone. I thought I was gonna lose this phone forever. And this is not an advert, as much as Apple would like it to be. You can drop your phone out of a helicopter. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, share the video. If you're feeling nice, put it on your Facebook or something.
This guy, you'll never believe what he did. He dropped the iPhone out of a helicopter.
Anyway, thank you. Subscribe if you're new around here, and peace.
This is Kai Lenny here in Northern California with Square Trade Labs, and we're testing the brand new iPhones. iPhone 6s. Oh, iPhone 6s officially down. iPhone 6s Plus going for the dunk. Yeah, this thing's dead. I think it only lasted like 5 minutes. The new iPhone 7 going in for the test. It's so funny, you can play in the movie and you can totally hear it.
The natives had never seen or even dreamed of anything like this before.
30 minutes later, the iPhone 7 is exactly the same as I went in with it. The new iPhone 7 Plus. Let's see how long this one will last up there. Sound is all but gone. It's water resistant, but definitely not waterproof. And the winner of today's surf test, the new iPhone 7. Perfect.
In front of me I have the brand new iPhone 7. Whether you are Team Android or Team iPhone, anyone can appreciate a well-built phone. And that's what we're here to find out. Can this matte black iPhone 7 survive my durability tests? I've tested over 38 phones so far, including the previous iPhones. So let's see how this newcomer does. Let's start with the scratch test. I have a set of mineral picks that tell me where the hardness of the glass falls on Mohs scale of hardness. Sapphire glass would be around an 8 or a 9 on Mohs scale, or plastic screens like the Galaxy S7 Active would scratch at a level 3. Normally, the average smartphone will start scratching at a level 6, and this appears to be the case with this new iPhone 7. It is on par with the typical smartphone screen hardness. Coins and keys won't scratch it, but you should keep it protected anyway. There are still plenty of abrasive materials in the environment, hiding in the pockets of your jeans or purse that can cause scratches to the screen of your phone. Let's jump down to the home button, or better said, the home touchpad now, since it doesn't click anymore. There have been rumors that the home button and the camera lens are made of sapphire, which would make them extremely scratch resistant, nearing the point of diamonds, which would be nice. Some smartphones, like the Galaxy phones, use a plastic home button that can scratch easily. But so far, this touchpad can resist the scratching from my razor blade. But is it sapphire, or is it just normal glass? The easiest way to find out is using the hardness picks. Like I mentioned before, glass will scratch at a 5 or 6, but sapphire should be around an 8 or a 9. And since this button has a deep scratch with a level 6 pick, we know for sure that it's regular glass and not sapphire. The earpiece is made of metal and very solidly stuck in place. It won't be sliding around or falling out like the old iPhone 4s did. Now with the back aluminum, I will be scratching a jet black version very soon, but so far this matte black version holds up extremely well to my keys. You can hardly tell that it's been scratched. Razor blades, on the other hand, will scratch the phone just fine. And this is why I always keep my razor blades in a separate purse. You should too, unless you want one of these $800 aluminum curlicues. Now for the camera lens. This glass piece is protecting the new 12 megapixel camera inside of the phone, and it is definitely scratch resistant, which is awesome. My razor blade does nothing to it. But is it sapphire? It still scratches deeply at a level 6, so it doesn't look like anything on this phone is sapphire. Sapphire does have its pros and cons, but I'll save that for another video. Next to the camera lens, we have what Apple is calling the Quad LED True Tone Flash. Initially, I thought that this might be 4 different colored LEDs, bringing even more life to pictures than just a dual-colored flash would. But while indeed there are 4 LEDs, it is still just the same normal 2 colors that the older iPhone 6 has. The flash is just brighter now, because there are more of the LEDs, which is good. Checking out the build quality of the rest of the phone, we find out that the buttons are metal, which is ideal. Plastic buttons tend to discolor or pop out more often than metal buttons do, so thumbs up to Apple for sticking with quality materials. The antenna bands are still plastic, but that's a necessity with Apple's design at this point in time. If you remove these antenna bands, no more cellular connection. If we look down here, we see where the headphone jack doesn't exist. Now this is a problem on multiple levels. I'll go more in depth about this in my next video, but looking at it from purely a durability perspective, this is an extremely bad move. Just like any piece of electronics, the charging port component has a finite lifespan. Nothing lasts forever. It is designed to withstand a certain amount of physical wear and tear. This means it could stand 5,000 or 10,000 plugs and unplugs. Nobody knows the exact number but Apple, but essentially, now that Apple is combining the headphone jack and the charging port into one, we have 2 accessories using the same single port, doubling the rate of wear and tear. So once this singular lightning port dies or reaches the end of its lifespan, your phone is toast. There's no backup wireless charging either. So if you are a person who's ever had their charging port stop working on a previous phone, you can sit back and watch your iPhone 7 port die in half the time, unless you fork over the dough for some wireless headphones, which is what Apple wants you to do anyway. I plan on making a video more in depth about the headphone jack in a few days. It'll be revealing, so subscribe and turn on your notifications for that. What do you think? Is it good that Apple killed the headphone jack? Let me know down in the comments. On to the burn test. The IPS LCD of the iPhone 7 lasted almost 10 seconds under direct contact with flame before the pixels got hot and turned off, going completely black. It is interesting to see what screens recover and which ones don't. Samsung AMOLED screens currently turn white and do not recover from flame. The iPhone, however, completely recovered and functions as normal. It is cool to the touch within seconds. Now the bend test. The iPhone 6 had a nifty little trick that would permanently match the phone to the curve of your body if you ever sat on it. The iPhone 7 does not appear to be as flexible. It is interesting to watch the waterproofing adhesive between the frame of the phone and the screen. You can watch it tear as I heavily flex the phone. So while this phone will not suffer from bend gate or catastrophic failure, I would still not sit on it, just to keep that water resistance intact. Once that adhesive is torn, it will not be as resistant as it once was. Overall, Apple has made another solid phone. I appreciate the build quality. I still have plenty more to say about that headphone jack, but that'll come in another video. All of my behind the scenes stuff can be found on Instagram and Twitter.
What is going on, guys? TechRex here. So I wanted to do a pretty cool experiment today, guys. I got the new iPhone 7 matte black. Now we all know that this iPhone is water resistant. In fact, in my personal experience, this phone was even boiling hot water resistant. So over 200 degrees Fahrenheit, this phone survived 7 solid minutes. But I want to do something else, guys. I want to do something different. For 12 hours, I want to see if this phone can be frozen in Coca-Cola. So I've boiled it in Coke before. I've done a lot of Coke videos. But what about just a simple bottle of Coke, a little tray here, and just insert the phone there. I'm going to wait 12 hours. So right now, guys, it is 12. It's pretty much 10 p.m. on Friday the 16th. So I'll wake up in the morning on the 17th around 10, and I'm going to go ahead and check if this phone can still survive. So right now it's got a full charge, 97%. Let's go ahead and do it, guys. This is going to be very interesting. So it's a perfect little container for the iPhone right here. I'm going to place it so it's nice and even, and crack the bottle open. Nice bottle of fresh new Coke. We're going to make sure and fill it, close to the brim, so that it is fully absorbed. As you guys can see, it's still working. The display will turn off though. I don't have it on lock. I don't want it to drain battery and then the battery dies off, but you can see there are bubbles coming out right now. Guys, we're going to stick it in the freezer. That is it, and I will get back to you guys 12 hours later. So just about 17 hours later, yes, it's already 2:40 p.m. But I got the Coke, it's frozen, guys. Let's go ahead and see if the phone survived. I'm super anxious to find out, guys. This thing is one giant slop of Coke, and wow, that looks pretty nice. So check it out, guys. Show you guys in detail here. Wow, this looks pretty good. It looks like I could probably eat it. So, this tastes still good. So let's go ahead and just break it apart. Got to get that phone. There's the phone. I see the phone. Let's see if I could get it with my hands. So I'm gonna have to kind of work on this, and as soon as I get this phone out, I'll let you guys know. Look at that. Look at that. Yes, this phone is in fully working condition. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my goodness. This thing is freezing cold. Nearly 17 hours. Look at the battery that's drained. I'm trying to show you guys this. It's so cold to the hand. I can barely have to set it down. I want to zoom in, guys. It's on 18% right now. So battery is completely drained. But I can't wait to... It's really lagged. So it's hard to spot it, but I can see the lag actually when I'm moving through pages. It's going a lot slower than normal. So let me go ahead and pop that camera app open, see if I can. It is pretty foggy though. So I got both phones on max volume, guys. The left one is the one that was in the Coke. The right one is actually my personal phone. It's the 6S, the personalized one. I'm gonna go ahead and test out the sound quality. Both are on max volume as well, just to see if anything has been altered. There's bulletin, and so this one is way louder. Obviously, guys, something is in this phone, but it is very interesting to note that the camera is in crystal clear quality. All I had to do is just wipe off the lens a little bit. After wiping the screen, I actually noticed that when you turn off the phone, there are these little bubbles here. Not bubbles, but these circular marks, and that is the Coca-Cola, guys. I was not able to get this off, so that's the stuff inside. That is a clear indication that there is a liquid present inside the iPhone 7. 17 hours in the freezer. Keep in mind, not the refrigerator, guys. What do you think based on those results? Do you think it did a good job? Thanks for watching, guys. As always, stay tuned for more videos, and peace out.